Hi guys, Coach Jamie from Kixx here, and welcome to today's ball mastery session. Okay, so what you're going to need for today's ball mastery session is one of these, a football. You're also going to need 4 cones to mark out a square or any household items that you can use, okay? Now, first of all, we're going to do a warm-up, so we'll come back to the ball, okay? But we're just going to have a quick warm-up. We're just going to be jogging around inside the square, and I'll be shouting different commands, and if you can just follow those commands to get our hearts pumping nice and fast. Right, are we ready? Let's go. So let's get our knees up to start off with. Knees up, nice and high. That's it. You can put your hands out in front of you. If you want to be dramatic, you can go ow, ow, ow. Okay. And then if we swap it over and kick our bottoms. So get your heels up, right at the back, and can you kick your bottoms, okay? Now we're going to be working on going side to side, so you can go from one side of the square to the other, okay? Or you can just go round the square, whichever way you want, side to side, okay? Okay, if I shout jump, we're gonna do a big jump. Good. Jump. Big jumps. And jump. As if you're heading the ball, okay? Big jump. Lovely, that's got my heart pumping. Right, I know you're eager to get the football, so let's bring the football in. Now the first part of ball mastery, we're gonna do a bit of a warm-up, okay? We're going to be using the inside of our feet, okay? Only the inside, you can't use the outside to start off with, okay? Off we go. Inside your foot, try and have a look up so you don't go outside the square. Change your directions whenever you can. Good. Keep it close to your body. If you can, have a look up. Because if you're just doing this all the time, looking down, you might bump into a defender, okay? So lots of little touches using the inside of your foot. Good. And stop there. Well done, guys. So that's the inside of the foot. Now, there's lots of different parts of the foot we can use. We have got the outside of our foot, okay? This part of our foot, we're going to use both feet. Off we go. Little touches. Keep it nice and close. Okay? Good. Try not to go outside the square. Keep it close to your body. Oh, I used the inside of my foot there. Naughty Jamie. Good. Outside. Lovely. Well done, guys. Okay. Now moving on. We've used the inside, we've used the outside, but we've not used the sole yet. So the bottom of our foot you can use to manipulate the ball and move it. Okay. So all we're going to be doing in the square is going inside the square, but using the sole only. It can be either foot. Okay. So your good foot, your bad foot. Okay. You can even throw a little drag back in there. Okay. Sole rolls all around your square. Good. Keep it close to your body. If it runs away from you, don't worry, just go and bring it back in using the bottom of your foot. Good. Drag back in there. Another sole roll using my other foot. Well done, guys, good stuff. So we've done our sole rolls. Now what we've not done is we've not moved backwards. Pretty tricky with the ball, but it does come in handy if you want to get away from a defender. So our 5 and 8 year olds, this might be a bit tricky for you. If you're older, this might be a bit easier, but give it a go anyway. So moving backwards, again, you're hopping with your foot that's not using the ball, and the foot that is on the ball is doing a little drag back each time, okay? So a little drag back. So as you can see, I'm moving backwards. Okay, when I clap my hands, we're gonna swap feet. Okay, good. So you're gonna swap feet and you're gonna do little drag backs moving backwards. Don't go around in a circle, otherwise you might get a little bit dizzy like I have, okay? Well done. The last bit of the warm-up, what we're going to do is we're going to go from the inside of your foot, quickly swap over to the outside of the foot. So you're going to go inside, outside, and then you can swap it over to the foot, okay? So you might go inside, outside, have a little dribble, practice with the other foot, inside, outside, have another little dribble, same again, inside, outside. Really good to work on that change of direction and that agility. So, our last skill that we're going to do is going to get our legs fired, and we're going to be working on our toe touches, okay? The football should not be stood on. We're going to be tapping it like it's an egg, okay? So really light touches with a little hop in between. If you want to have a break in between, you can, but if you want to try the extra hard level, do a little jump in between. How many can you get in 30 seconds? Let's go. Can you beat me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And freeze. That's a billion. Coach Jamie got a billion. Well done guys, have a quick drink and come back for part 2. Welcome back guys, it's Coach Jamie. Now this is for our 5 to 8 year olds. Now don't worry if you're not in that age bracket, you can still join in. Some of these skills might be a bit easy for you, but it's always great to keep practicing, okay? So this is all about turns, the different turns that we can do. As you can see here, we've got my box, which is with cones. You can use household items to do the same, and all you need is a ball, okay? So what we're going to do to start off with, we're going to practice something called the inside hook. So the inside hook, there's a clue in the name, using the inside of your foot, and you're going to hook it away from a defender. So a good thing to do with this is you've got your square. Now imagine each cone is a defender. So you might want to dribble up to this cone and perform an inside hook. So you're using the inside of your foot to turn away from that defender, okay? So if you're 5 to 8, this might be a bit tricky. It might take you a few goes to master it, but that's where practice comes in, okay? So off we go. I'm gonna practice inside hook. You're gonna dribble away, you're gonna go to one of your other defender cones, inside hook and turn away. I'm gonna go to the red one now. Good. Inside hook, turn away from danger. Don't worry if the ball runs away from you. Practice your inside hook. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get. Good. And stop there. So that's the inside hook. Now the next skill is the opposite side of your foot to the inside. We're gonna be using the outside of your foot now. So the outside hook is going to be used the outside of your foot, and you're going to hook again away from the defender. So use your cones and imagine that they're a defender, a monster, whatever you want to think about you getting away from. Okay, off we go. Dribbling, outside hook, take it away. Good, go to a different cone, outside hook. Practice with both feet. There. Might change direction, go to my red cone now. Imagine that's a defender and I want to get away. All the way to the blue one, and away we go. So that is the outside hook. So quite tricky. Don't worry if the ball runs away. That's part of learning, okay? The next one we're going to do is the drag back. Now everybody may have seen the drag back in a professional football match, in the playground. Everybody's done it at some point. If you haven't, don't worry, this is where I'm going to teach you. A drag back. What you're going to do is you're going to run with the ball. When you get to your defender, the cone, you're going to put the bottom of your foot on top of the ball. Now what you're going to do is you're going to drag the ball behind you and make sure you turn over the side that's dragged it back. So it was my left foot, so I've turned that way, okay? Off we go. So we're going to turn, drag back. Good. With my right foot now, foot on top, roll it back. Good. Drag back. Brilliant, guys. Drag back. Good. Fantastic skill to get away from defenders, a drag back. Now the next one we're going to do is a tough one, okay? So if you're 5 to 8, this might be a little bit tricky, but ask your grown up, pause the video, replay it so you can understand. I'll do it nice and slow, and I'll do it from behind so you can see. So if you're left footed, you're going to dribble with the ball, CRUYFF turn, you're going to pretend to shoot, okay? You're going to pretend to shoot, step over the ball, and push it behind you, okay? So watch, I'll do it again. You're going to pretend to shoot, step over, CRUYFF turn, push, and go away. Again with the right foot, I'll show you from this angle. Right foot, you're going to pretend to shoot, turn, push, and then run after your ball, okay? CRUYFF turn. Now the last one we're going to do is a sole roll, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal one of these cones, put it in the middle, and this is just about dribbling it with the bottom of your foot round the cone. It's called the sole roll square, and all you're going to do is you're just going to use one foot to go round, okay? This is a bit tricky. This is ball manipulation, ball mastery. If you're 5 to 8, this might be a bit tricky. If you're a bit older, you'll be able to find that relatively easy. Okay, so there are 6 or 7 skills there for you. I want you to have 10 minutes and go and practice them. Practice makes perfect. Good luck, guys. Welcome back, guys. It's Coach Jamie from Kixx, and this ball mastery class is for the 8 to 12 year olds. So this is a bit tricky, a bit harder, and a few more complex skills. Now the first one we're going to do is we're going to pick up from the 5 to 8 year old group, and we're going to do a CRUYFF turn, okay? So we touched on this, but this is going to be a little bit quicker because I want to see, once you've done the turn, that explosive power and take it away from your defender. So a CRUYFF turn, I'll show you slowly. You're dribbling, you pretend to shoot, inside your foot, hook it back, and then explode away. Okay, so again, we're going to practice shooting, and away. Off we go. Explosion. That power. Time to shoot, CRUYFF turn, and away. Okay? Good. Time to shoot, CRUYFF turn, and explode away. Good. So try and work on that explosion out of the square now. Rather than keeping it in, you're looking at doing the turn and then explode out. The idea is you're trying to get away from your defender. The next turn is the Ronaldo chop. Cristiano Ronaldo always does this, and it works so well. He dribbles towards the defender and chops it, and the defender is left wondering where he's gone, okay? You can do it with both feet, so you're dribbling, chop, that way. So that was slow, you can do it faster. Oh, that was a CRUYFF turn, let me try that one again. Do it faster and change direction. Okay, so that's the Ronaldo chop. The next skill we have is a step over and turn. So I'll show you this one really slow. A step over is different to a scissor. So a scissor, you go from in to out, in to out. A step over, you go over the ball. Okay, looks a bit like a funky dance move. Okay, so you're going to do that. How you use it in a dribbling scenario is you might dribble, you might want to go back from where you've just came, so you might dribble, step over it and turn. Okay, so I'll show you that again. So you're going to dribble, you're going to step over it and turn. Good. Again, you can practice with both feet, dribble, step over and turn. So you're stepping over the ball and going a different direction. So step over and turn. Double touch, this one is a very good turn to trick your defenders. So a double touch, exactly how it sounds, you're taking two touches, but you're going to take one touch that way and quickly swap over and go that way. So double touch. Okay, so you're using that shoulder, you're dropping that shoulder. If you're left footed, you're going to touch one way, you're going to drop the shoulder and go a different way. Okay, if you're right footed again, you're going to touch it with your right foot and quickly swap over and take it with the outside of your right foot. So inside your right foot, outside of your right foot. Double touch. I'll just show you two more times. One with the left foot, one with the right foot in real match speed, okay? Dribbling. Okay, I might go and explode out, okay? Try again with my right foot. So I'm dribbling. I'm gonna go inside, outside, and explode, okay? So, we're looking for that explosion of speed and acceleration, okay? The last one is we're going to do a sole roll, okay? Sole roll to the outside of your foot, okay? So you're going to sole roll to the inside, sorry. Sole roll, inside, sole roll, inside, sole roll. So swapping feet, so you're going sole roll, sole roll. Good, right, I'll give you 7 to 10 minutes, guys, to practice that. Get yourself a drink, and welcome back for part 3. Welcome back, guys, it's Coach Jamie, and this last ball mastery is for our older children. So if you're 13 years old and above, this is a bit more advanced and it's a bit tricky even for Coach Jamie, okay? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to do the CRUYFF turn, but we're going to add in a flick as well. So the CRUYFF turn, really simple. You're going to dribble, you're going to CRUYFF with one foot, and as it comes back round, you're going to flick with the other foot, okay? So that was it broken down, but I'll show you a bit faster. So CRUYFF, flick, and take it away. CRUYFF turn plus a flick. I'll show you again with my right foot. CRUYFF, flick. CRUYFF, flick. Okay? Don't worry if you lose control. You're going to lose control. That's the whole point until you get really good. So that's the CRUYFF and flick. Flip flat. Now Ronaldinho, if you're old enough to remember Ronaldinho, or even Ronaldo does this skill, it's where it looks like the ball flips one way and flaps the other way, okay? So I'll show you, you're gonna use this part of your foot, the outside, and quickly swap over and use the inside. So outside, inside, okay? So really quickly you're gonna go outside, inside. That will trick a defender at any league, okay? So you're dribbling, flip flap. As you can see, I moved it one way and then quickly moved it over onto the other side. Now this one will be very tricky for Coach Jamie and his right foot because he's not very good with that right foot. I should have practiced when I was younger. Okay, so you're gonna dribble, you're gonna flip flap. Okay, I have to do it a bit slower then on that right foot. Practice with both feet. Dribble, flip, flap. Okay, so do it a bit. Missed it there, you're gonna miss it, don't worry about that. Okay, so that's the flip flap. Like I said, this is an advanced class. This is for the older children, this is tough. Okay, Another great skill you can use to get past your defender is a stop and start. This is brilliant. It's actually a feint. So what you do is you dribble the ball. I'll show you from this angle. You dribble it, you'll hover your foot over it as if you're going to roll it back, but you don't actually roll it back. Okay, so watch. Okay, so you're going to dribble, and then carry on. Okay, again, you're going to see me come into action, foot over the top and carry on. So what happens there is the defender thinks that you're going to stop the ball, so he stops. And then because you don't stop the ball, you carry on dribbling, you're left to run away with it, okay? Now you can do another similar one to that, but you can actually stop the ball. So you're dribbling, and this is called the stop kick. Literally, it's exactly how it sounds. So you're going to dribble, you're going to stop it and kick it, okay? So again, you're going to dribble, I'll show you again, you're going to stop it and kick it, okay? The idea is that the defender thinks that you're going to stop, so then they stop, you carry on, and you go and score lots of goals. Practice those, guys. You've got 10 minutes to have a go at those. Really tricky. Good luck. Fantastic, guys. Well done. Give yourself a big pat on the back. That is tough, okay? Now, the idea of this video is that you stop it and start it in your own time, okay? The reason for that is you can have a look at the skills, you can put it in slow motion, you can really break it down so you can see how exactly I do it and practice to the best of your ability. The more you practice, the better you're going to become. Whether you're 5 to 8 year olds, 8 to 12, or 13 years old and above, you can always get better. So keep practicing and enjoy the session. Bye, guys.